It's this whole thing about managing emotions. You know, how did you become, you know, when you became this leader, you know, what happened to you when you became this leader? They took you to the leadership supermarket. And what did you do at the leadership supermarket? They gave you a leadership buggy. And they gave you a choice of going down one of three aisles. You could go down the autocratic leadership aisle, the democratic leadership aisle, or what I call the wimp-ocratic leadership aisle, right? So you go down the autocratic one. I'll take 5 pounds of I'm always right and you're not. I'll take a gallon of if I want your advice, I'll ask for it. I'll take 2 ounces of and you are who? Or I'll go down the wimpocratic aisle. I'm looking for that one container, 2.5 pounds of, I'm going to go in my office, close my door, and don't bother me. Oh, that 2.5 ounces of that is really expensive of that. Can't we all be friends? Or then the good leaders, and I'm sure all of you were good leaders, you went down the same aisle that I did. I went down the democratic aisle. Deep breath, Rock. The democratic aisle. And I bought my candles. I bought, back then, we didn't have CDs, we had little tapes, cassettes, and a cassette player, and this nice, really cool cassette, and then matches, and then I'd light my candles, and we would sing Kumbaya to the tape, you know, because I was a democratic leader. Well, I never realized at the time that I was probably closer to doing it right than I was farther away. When you look at leadership, there's 2 parts to leadership. There's leadership IQ, knowing what to do, when to do it, and why you do it, and this leadership EQ of knowing how to do it. The big disruptor right now that's causing a lot of disconnection between bosses and followers is this lack of emotional intelligence. And it's hard. It's a hard thing to teach, and it's a hard thing to train.